For thousands of years, it's been one of the world's great mysteries. Just how were the pyramids built so deep in the Egyptian desert?
If you look at the famous King's Chamber, its walls and its roof are, the ceiling of the King's Chamber are all made with gigantic granite blocks.
In this video, we explore ancient Egypt, a civilization rich in myths and legends.
Officials have revealed the discovery of a long corridor inside the last of the 7 wonders of the ancient world still standing.
Renowned for their majestic pyramids and cultural depth, the ancient Egyptians stand as one of history's most formidable empires. Discover with us as we uncover the intriguing tales and lasting legacy that define Egypt beyond the iconic pyramids of Giza. Number 1. Dream Discovery. In 2022, archaeologists in Cairo, Egypt, made an exciting discovery under the shifting sands, an impressive Egyptian sarcophagus resting undisturbed in a burial chamber, untouched for centuries. Covered in inscriptions honoring Pataimwea, who managed King Ramses II's treasury, the massive stone sarcophagus was a remarkable find. Accessing the sarcophagus was challenging. Archaeologists had to painstakingly remove sand using a hand-operated rope winch to avoid damaging it. Despite being looted in the 19th century, the burial chamber contained no artifacts, leaving many mysteries about Pataimwea, a significant figure in ancient Egypt. He not only oversaw the royal treasury, but also served as a scribe and supervised religious rituals at Thebes' temple. While much remains unknown about Pataimwea's life, ongoing research promises to reveal more about his contributions and role during the reign of King Ramses II. Number 2. Nefertiti bust. Nefertiti, renowned for her pivotal role in supporting and possibly initiating her husband's reforms, became widely recognized through the discovery of her bust during excavations in 1912 at Akhetaten, the capital city established by Akhenaten circa 1350 BC. Following Akhenaten's demise, the city was abandoned, and Thebes reasserted itself as the capital. Nefertiti's sculpted portrait, remarkably well preserved despite minor imperfections such as the absence of the uraeus on her forehead and some damage to her ears and headdress, retains its original layer of paint. Notably, unlike many ancient sculptures, Nefertiti's statue remains unmarred by a broken nose. In ancient art, broken noses were commonplace, often linked to beliefs that damaging the statue could either deactivate or activate its spiritual power, associated with rituals involving deities. Number 3. Crocodile heads. Crocodile heads were discovered buried in the necropolis of Thebes, an ancient burial site in Upper Egypt. These remains were found inside tombs named after high-ranking officials from Egypt's New Kingdom, dating between the 16th and 11th centuries BCE. This find was unique, as no other instances of crocodile remains in human burials had been previously recorded. Typically, whole crocodile mummies were prepared and stored in catacombs dedicated to sacred animals in ancient Egypt. Crocodiles were associated with Sobek, the deity credited with creating the Nile River and revered as a symbol of fertility, chaos, and military power. However, in this discovery, only the heads of crocodiles were placed alongside the deceased, lacking any preservation. Archaeologists believe further study is necessary to uncover the mystery surrounding these unconventional burials. Number 4. King Tutankhamun's common space dagger there. The discovery of King Tutankhamun's dagger inside his burial chamber raises intriguing questions. This black iron dagger, found wrapped in linen beside Tutankhamun, suggests it was one of his most valued possessions. What makes this dagger so fascinating is its material. Iron smelting was rare in ancient Egypt 3,300 years ago, yet Tutankhamun's dagger was remarkably well preserved without any rust. Speculation about its origin led to theories suggesting it may have been made from meteoric iron. Recent findings indeed confirmed that the dagger's composition matches meteorites found in northeastern Africa containing nickel, iron, and cobalt. This revelation suggests ancient Egyptians recognized meteoric iron, linking these rare materials to celestial origins. This discovery raises the question of whether ancient Egyptians had a deeper understanding of astronomy than previously thought, potentially influencing their architectural achievements like the pyramids. However, further research is needed to validate these hypotheses. Number 5. Khufu ship. Every archaeological dig holds a mystery, and you never know what might be unearthed. Who could have predicted that archaeologists would discover a massive vessel, nearly intact and in pristine condition, during the 1954 excavation near the Giza Pyramid complex? The discovery of the Khufu ship is considered one of Egypt's greatest archaeological finds. A total of 1,200 pieces were uncovered and meticulously reassembled. The completed ship, an impressive 143 feet long and almost 20 feet wide, was restored without the use of a single nail. Experts assert that the ship's design and craftsmanship are so advanced that it could still navigate the Nile River today. The Khufu ship has endured over 4,600 years, although its true purpose remains uncertain. However, some Egyptologists and archaeologists have gathered a few insights. According to experts, the Khufu ship was likely a solar bark, vessels used by the sun god Ra to journey to the heavens in ancient Egyptian mythology. Ancient pharaohs used these solar barks to symbolize Ra on Earth. Unlike conventional boats, these solar barks were not intended for travel on land or sea. Rather, they were designed to accompany kings in the afterlife. Despite signs that the Khufu ship was used in water, it is believed that it transported Pharaoh Khufu's body from Memphis to Giza, akin to a pilgrimage vessel. One intriguing theory about the vessel's purpose suggests it might provide clues to the construction of the pyramids. The ship's asymmetrical structure indicates it could have been capable of lifting large stone blocks. What do you believe the true purpose of the Khufu vessel was? Number 6. Egyptian tomb uncovered with 142 dogs, 8-year-old child. In January 2023, archaeologists made a remarkable discovery while excavating a site near Cairo. They unearthed the ancient remains of an 8-year-old child surrounded by 142 dog bodies, mostly puppies. The reason behind this unusual burial by the ancient Egyptians remains a mystery. Additionally, a linen bag was found placed over the child's head, adding to the strangeness of the find. Archaeologists speculate that this burial might have been part of an ancient ritual. Blue clay traces, commonly found in ancient Egyptian reservoirs, were discovered on the dog's remains. It's believed that the puppies might have perished in a catastrophic flood, as there were no signs of violence on their bodies. Although it's a relief that they weren't sacrificed, it's still heartbreaking to think that these animals drowned. The ancient Egyptians might have collected the dog remains and buried them together before performing a magical ritual. The child's role in this remains unclear. There's a possibility that the child was caring for the animals and died with them, but the linen bag over the child's head puzzles archaeologists. Only one other set of remains has been found with a linen bag over the head, belonging to a man with an arrow in his chest. This treatment seemed to be reserved for executed individuals, yet there is no evidence that the child had done anything to deserve such treatment. Number 7. Flat-faced dinosaur fossil. In 2022, archaeologists made a groundbreaking discovery when they unearthed the vertebra bone of a new, yet-to-be-named dinosaur species that belongs to the abelosaurid family. This significant find adds a new member to the family of theropod dinosaurs, which includes the famous Tyrannosaurus rex. Paleontologists revealed that this new dinosaur species was a bipedal reptile, walking on 2 legs similar to the T-Rex. It possessed very short arms and small teeth, characteristics that distinguish it within the theropod group. This carnivorous dinosaur is estimated to have reached a length of about 20 feet, making it a formidable predator of its time. It roamed the Earth approximately 98 million years ago during the Cretaceous period, which is known as the final chapter in the age of the dinosaurs before their mass extinction. The Cretaceous period was a time of significant evolutionary development, and this discovery sheds light on the rich and diverse ecosystem that existed in that era. The finding of this dinosaur's vertebra in Egypt is particularly important because it enhances our understanding of the biodiversity that existed in the Cretaceous period in northern Africa. Prior to this discovery, much of what we knew about Cretaceous dinosaurs was based on finds in other parts of the world, such as North America and Asia. This new species provides critical insights into the unique evolutionary paths taken by dinosaurs in the African continent, highlighting the region's rich paleontological heritage. Moreover, this discovery underscores the complexity of ancient ecosystems and the variety of life forms that once thrived in what is now the arid landscape of northern Africa. It opens up new avenues for research, encouraging scientists to explore further and uncover more about the diverse prehistoric life that existed millions of years ago. The unearthing of this new dinosaur species is not just a singular event, but a gateway to a deeper understanding of the prehistoric world and its inhabitants. Number 8. Strange beeline mummy. Ancient Egyptians are widely recognized for their profound reverence for felines. Cats held a position of high honor during that era, safeguarded by laws against harm and commemorated through numerous statues and artifacts. Among these, the most renowned is the Sphinx of Giza, a colossal limestone sculpture with the body of a lion and the head of a human. Originally serving as a sentinel for Pharaoh Khufu's pyramid, the Sphinx carried significant spiritual importance in both Egyptian and Greek traditions. Dating back to at least 2500 BCE in Egyptian mythology, the Sphinx fulfilled multifaceted roles: a guardian in Egyptian belief and a gatekeeper in Greek lore, famously associated with the Sphinx's enigmatic riddle. Recent archaeological discoveries have unveiled a mysterious feline creature resembling a lion or lioness, yet its exact identity remains a puzzle. This finding has prompted scholars to tentatively refer to it as a real-life sphinx, echoing the mythological and symbolic complexity that. Number 9. Colorful coffins. In 2020, Egyptian scientists made a remarkable discovery of coffins unlike any seen before, characterized by their vibrant colors and unique designs. Believed to be 2,500 years old, these coffins likely belong to a tribe keen on expressing their individuality through such distinct burials. This finding is part of a broader pattern of fascinating discoveries in Egypt. For instance, scientists have also uncovered hundreds of ancient coffins and dozens of golden statues in the extensive necropolis of Saqqara, 30 kilometers south of Cairo. Some of these tombs contained mummies, one of which was displayed to the public during an inaugural presentation. Additionally, the tomb of Tutankhamun, explored by Howard Carter's team in 1922, yielded ancient musical pipes, the oldest surviving instruments of their kind. Made of wood and silver and copper and bronze, these pipes are linked to various mystical events in modern times. Moreover, images from Egypt's largest cemetery in 1966 reveal a golden mummy among over 250 others, mostly of the aristocracy from the Bahariya oasis during the Greco-Roman period, explaining their golden embellishments. These interconnected discoveries continue to shed light on the rich and diverse cultural heritage of ancient Egypt. Number 10. Sphinx of Giza. Ancient Egyptians are renowned for their profound reverence for feline creatures. Cats held a sacred status in their society, protected by stringent laws against harm and celebrated through an array of statues and artifacts. Among these, none is more iconic than the Sphinx of Giza, a majestic limestone statue embodying a lion's body with a human head. Standing as a colossal sentinel beside Pharaoh Khufu's pyramid, the Sphinx symbolized both physical protection and spiritual guardianship in ancient Egypt. Dating back to at least 2500 BCE in Egyptian mythology, the Sphinx occupied a central role in religious beliefs and ceremonial practices. It was not merely a monument, but a revered entity, intricately woven into the tapestry of Egyptian and Greek legends. While Egyptians viewed the Sphinx as a formidable protector, embodying the strength and wisdom of their rulers, the Greeks perceived it as a mythical gatekeeper, tasked by the gods with posing enigmatic riddles to travelers. The enduring mystery and allure of the Sphinx extend beyond its physical presence. Recent archaeological discoveries have added a new layer of intrigue. Excavations unearthed remains of a mysterious feline creature, resembling either a lion or lioness, whose precise identity continues to elude researchers. Tentatively dubbed a real-life Sphinx, this discovery prompts speculation about its significance in ancient Egyptian rituals and beliefs. Thus, the Sphinx remains not only a testament to ancient craftsmanship and architectural prowess, but also a symbol of the profound cultural and spiritual connections that defined ancient Egypt's relationship with its revered feline companions. Number 11. 3,500-year-old sacrificial goose. In 2020, archaeologists made a significant discovery at an Egyptian burial site, an ancient stone chest and a ceramic box. Dating back 3,500 years, the stone chest yielded an unexpected find, a sacrificial goose carefully preserved inside. This revelation not only provided insight into ancient burial practices, but also uncovered a lesser-known historical fact: the ancient origins of the Easter egg tradition. Long before it became associated with modern Easter celebrations, the tradition of decorating and exchanging eggs had its roots in ancient Egypt, as well as among Phoenicians and Hindus. These early civilizations viewed eggs as symbols of fertility and rebirth, particularly during the spring season when nature rejuvenates. The act of decorating eggs and exchanging them was a ritualistic gesture, symbolizing the renewal of life and the hope for a fruitful year ahead. Archaeologists speculate that the sacrificial goose and its accompanying egg were offerings meant for royalty, possibly indicating the proximity of a royal tomb yet to be discovered. This tantalizing prospect underscores the vastness of Egypt's buried history, much of which remains obscured beneath layers of desert sands. The discovery not only highlights Egypt's rich cultural tapestry, but also prompts further exploration into its ancient rituals and beliefs surrounding life, death, and spiritual renewal. It serves as a reminder of how much remains to be uncovered beneath the sands of time in this ancient land. Number 11. Ushabti small funerary figurines. Small funerary figurines were a common discovery in almost every Egyptian burial, found even among the tombs of the poorest classes. These meticulously crafted miniature sculptures depicting human forms were not mere chance findings but deliberate inclusions in burial rituals. Unearthed from the solemn darkness of the tomb, each figurine held profound significance in ancient Egyptian beliefs and practices surrounding the afterlife. According to Egyptian mythology, the journey into the afterlife was governed by Osiris, where the deceased's conduct in life determined their fate. Those who had faithfully served and obeyed the pharaoh during their earthly existence were expected to continue their service in the afterlife, fulfilling labor obligations in service to the new sovereign. This concept, while ensuring continuity and order in the afterworld, was not universally welcomed. To mitigate this fate, Egyptians adopted a belief that placing these small figurines within the coffin could influence the divine judgment. The figurines were believed to act as substitutes, assuming the labor duties on behalf of the deceased. By doing so, it was hoped that the individual could be exempted from servitude and enjoy freedom in the afterlife, unencumbered by earthly obligations. This practice highlights the profound and complex beliefs surrounding death and the afterlife in ancient Egypt. Each figurine represented not only a symbolic gesture, but also a pragmatic attempt to navigate the spiritual realms, ensuring a favorable outcome for the departed. These discoveries continue to enrich our understanding of Egyptian funerary practices and the enduring quest for eternal peace and prosperity beyond earthly existence. Number 12. Ancient ramps. In the pyramids, The methods employed in the construction of the pyramids have long been a source of fascination for historians. In 2020, the discovery of a 4,500-year-old ramp system added a new layer of intrigue to this enduring mystery. Archaeologists unearthed this ramp system at an ancient alabaster quarry in Hatnub, situated in the eastern desert. Dating back to the era of Pharaoh Khufu, who commissioned the Great Pyramid of Giza, these ramps were initially designed to transport alabaster. Despite the softer nature of alabaster, distinct from the massive stone blocks used in the pyramid's outer structure, the efficiency demonstrated by these ramps hints at advanced engineering prowess among the ancient Egyptians. While the discovery sheds light on the logistics of moving materials like alabaster, it does not directly correlate with the techniques used to construct the pyramids themselves. The mystery persists regarding how precisely the Egyptians transported the immense stone blocks that compose the pyramid's monumental architecture. This ongoing enigma underscores the ingenuity and technical sophistication of ancient Egyptian civilization, where monumental construction projects like the pyramids continue to inspire awe and admiration across the ages. Number 13. Mysterious Baboon. In ancient Egyptian history, there existed a legendary and distant land where brave adventurers sought treasures like gold, myrrh, and other riches. Known as the Land of Punt or the Land of God, this kingdom was said to rival Egypt's wealth. Curiously, historical records sparingly mention the Land of Punt, despite evidence that ancient Egyptians began voyaging there around 4,500 years ago and continued for over a millennium, as documented in hieroglyphic texts. From this mysterious land, Egyptians procured valuable resins, metals, hardwoods, and exotic animals, though further evidence is needed to substantiate these claims. Some even speculate that the Land of Punt may have been more myth than reality. However, the discovery of a baboon skull in Thebes during the 19th century provided a significant breakthrough. This baboon species, associated with Thoth, the god of wisdom, was not native to Egypt. Through isotopic analysis of the baboon's tooth enamel, archaeologists traced its origin to East Africa and the Arabian Peninsula. This finding suggests that the fabled Land of Punt could possibly correspond to present-day Eritrea, Ethiopia, or northwest Somalia. Number 14. Pyramid of Khafre. The Pyramid of Khafre, also known as the Second Pyramid, stands adjacent to the Great Pyramid of Khufu and was named after Khufu's son, Khafre. Rising 448 feet tall with a base spanning about 706 feet, like most pyramids, it was originally constructed for religious purposes, to honor Egypt's pharaohs who ruled in ancient times. These monumental structures housed lavish burial chambers containing mummified bodies, gold sarcophagi, and invaluable treasures. However, unlike others, the Pyramid of Khafre posed a mystery. Despite its impressive stature, the main chamber initially yielded no occupants and bore no inscriptions. Nonetheless, a sarcophagus was uncovered within, adding to the intrigue. Even today, it remains unclear why the sarcophagus inside this majestic pyramid was empty, leaving unanswered questions about its intended purpose. Number 15. The daughter of Thutmose I. Solving a decades-old mystery, Hatshepsut emerged as one of ancient Egypt's prominent rulers. She was the daughter of Thutmose I and married her half-brother Thutmose II. Upon his death, she co-ruled with her young son Thutmose III. Initially content with a supportive role, Hatshepsut boldly declared herself pharaoh as her son matured. Despite societal constraints against female rule, she adopted male regalia and titles, portraying herself in artworks with masculine features and a false beard. Though unable to lead military campaigns like her male predecessors, Hatshepsut demonstrated strategic acumen by organizing a prosperous trading expedition to the wealthy kingdom of Punt. Her reign of 21 years brought stability and prosperity to Egypt. Following her death, attempts were made to erase her from historical records, yet her tomb was discovered in 1822. In 1902, Howard Carter found 2 empty sarcophagi attributed to Hatshepsut and her father, leading to the discovery of her mummified remains in a separate location, identified through dental remains. Studies revealed Hatshepsut as an obese woman who likely succumbed to health issues like diabetes and liver cancer in her 50s. Despite challenges and later efforts to diminish her legacy, she is revered as one of Egypt's greatest pharaohs, leaving a lasting impact on Egyptian history and culture.